everyone, this is Siva Naveen, social science teacher. Today's class we are going to talk about agriculture lesson number 4 from the CBSE geography part. What is agriculture? We can say it is a tilling of land for the purpose of cropping, we can say. And in India we have to say means more than the 2/3 of the Indians population, what we are having the India's population, in that 2/3 of the population that has engaged in agriculture activity. So agriculture is a primary activity, we can say. So what are the activities in the economically, we can say, as we will be having the 3 types of activity. One is primary, one more is secondary, and third one is we can call it as a service sector. Primary activities means it is a producing more and more, or the producing of goods, we can say. Here agriculture is a primary activity which produce most of the food that is consumed. And is agriculture only it producing the foods? It's not producing other things? Yes, it is producing other things, and it produces raw material for various industry. So many industries which are depend on agriculture for the purpose of its production, that is we are calling by the name of agro based industries we are calling. And some agriculture products for which will be helpful for the foreign trade, I can say, that is agriculture, what are that, like tea, coffee, spices are also exported to earn foreign exchange. And Indian agriculture, we can say, it is a backbone of Indian economy. Why it is a backbone of Indian economy? You already know that 2/3 of the population, what they are engaged in the agriculture activities, and a major source. Right now we are getting from the industrial sector also, but it is calling as a, we can say, as it is a backbone of Indian economy. Agriculture shares in providing employment also. It's giving the employment, and many people have their livelihood from agriculture. According to 2001 census, 63% of people were engaged in agriculture. So what are the types of agriculture we can learn? So under the types of agriculture, agriculture is an age-old economic activity in our country. Over these years, cultivation method have changed significantly depending upon the characteristics of physical environment, technology, know-how, and socio-cultural practice. Farming varies from subsistence to commercial type. At present, in different parts of India, different agriculture system we are using, or the types we are using, we can say. In that, the first one, we will be talking about primitive subsistence farming. What is this primitive subsistence farming? These types of this one farming, still it is practiced in the few pockets of India. Means it is not everywhere, it is some parts of India we are making. And primitive subsistence agriculture, where it is making, it is practiced on small patches of land with the primitive tools. What are the primitive tools? Like hoe, digging sticks, and they are not depending on the laborer here. Family members itself, they are the laborers who are working in the agriculture field. And moreover, it is what is the this type of farming depends on monsoon. So they are depending on the monsoon. There is no irrigation facility, we can tell, and natural fertility for the soil. The soil is a very naturally fertility. They are not using any type of fertilizers or pesticides, anything. And this is called slash and burn agriculture. What is a slash and burn agriculture means? I will tell you, I will give examples to you. Think that this is a land what you are tilling. Okay, the different land here. So when the fertility close down here, farmers will leave this land as a barren or fallow land and they will be moved to other land, and they will be these are the forest area. They are going to burn the forest and they are making the cultivation. So after the some years, this land also will get into the fertility goes low. After many years, this soil is getting the fertility due to the burning and the what are the soil recycling and all. So the people will be once again they will be burn this land and they will be start agriculture. That is we are calling by name of slash and burn agriculture. Here in these farmers, the agriculture farmers clear the patch of land and produce the crops to sustain their families, cereals and all. When the fertility decreases, the farmers shift the clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. This types of shifting allows the nature to replenish fertility of the soil through the natural process. In India, where we can see this type of this one, this is we are calling as a zooming. They are calling by the name of zooming. So the what are the slash and burn agriculturing is there, that is we are calling by the name of zooming in here. So zooming in where we are calling by the name of zooming, which are the state we will be having. So Assam, Meghalaya, and other than that Mizoram and Nagaland, and moreover Pamlo in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, and in Andaman and Nicobar they will be cropping the slash and burning. And moreover, when it comes to it will be having a different name. It will be having a different name. What is the zooming is the having different names throughout the world. That is we are calling as zooming is the slash and burn agriculture. So in the Mexico and Brazil both will be start from the letter M, what they are calling, and the Mexico they will call by the name of Milfa, and Brazil that is they are calling name of a Masol. Okay, it will be start from A. And Central America also they will be called from the name of Milfa, and Conuco that is in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil they will call. So in India it will be having the different name. The zooming what we will be having, that will be having the different name in India. What are the name in India we can call? Beaver or Dahiya they will be called in the Madhya Pradesh. In the Madhya Pradesh they will be called by the name of beaver or the this one. And Podu or Penda they will call Podu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Phamadabi or Koman or Bhinga in Odisha, Kumari they will call by the name of Kumari, that is in Western Ghats, and Valcha in southeastern Rajasthan, Kill in Himalayan belt, Kuruwa in Jharkhand, Juming in the northeastern region. Next is intensive subsistence farming. In this type of farming, it is practiced in the areas of high population pressure and on land. It's labor intensive farming where doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. This type of farming is practiced in states of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Bihar. though the right of inheritance leading the division of land among a successive generation has rendered landholding size uneconomical. The farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land and absence in the alternative source of livelihood. What is the difference we can see between primitive and intensive? See, already we know that primitive is practiced in the small patches of land, but it will be compared to primitively, it is a intensive is a bigger land holdings. And primitive, they are using tools like hoe, digging sticks, and the farmer family members will be the our family or the community labor are used. But in the intensive, that is modern inputs like HYV, high yielding varieties, and chemical they are using, fertilizer, insecticide, pesticide they are using because of to get higher productivity. Mainly in the primitive, they are depending on monsoon and the natural fertility of the soil. But here, in intensive, irrigation facilities like tube wells, canal irrigation are used, and they are using, already I said, fertilizer, pesticides, and all those things. Land productivity compared to this one, intensive, in the primitive, the agriculture land productivity is very low. Land productivity is high as it is meant, they are meant for the purpose of commercial purpose. This is about the agriculture, and in that we have studied the two types of farming here, primitive and subsistence. Next we are going to learn about commercial farming and plantation also I am going to discuss, and what is a crop pattern and major crops in India. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day ahead.